Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things we wanted to do with, I'll talk. One of the things we wanted to do with PechaKucha Manila is that we wanted to put names to and faces to the name PechaKucha Manila. We didn't want it to just be an entity of people who are producing these events. So one by one, all the organizing team of PechaKucha Manila will give their own presentations. I actually started the ball rolling. So for example, I work in food, but it's still a creative thing. I use a lot of creativity in the events that we produce, and that's what I talked about. But our next speaker is really, really interesting in the sense that she has one of the most out-of-the-box ideas that she's built on over all these years, and she's now a powerhouse in what she does. What she did was harness the power of motherhood. So she is the head and the creator of Mami Mundo, and she empowers all these mothers and mom entrepreneurs to do their thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Janice Villanueva.
Thanks, Lee.
You're welcome. You don't need a mic, what's the
No, I don't need a mic.
Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Janice Villanueva, founder of Mommy Mundo. I know that, this is the intro now, so I'll give you a second before starting. I know that maybe some of you are not parents yet, but my topic for today, since we all have moms, and he's my son, by the way. That's why my tone is still. But we can all relate because we all have moms and dads, of course. Okay, so 23 years ago, I was a pregnant mom. That's why I was in a floral jumpsuit. And I was clueless. I wanted to learn as much as I could and prepare myself for the greatest role of my life, which was motherhood. And I went on a search of all classes I could take. Unfortunately, I found one, and she had a big cow on her wall, and she brought out the red marker and put an X mark on it. Cow's milk is bad. And by the end of the class, I was more in fear than ready for motherhood. My 6 classmates, we were all had open mouths. So I started doing my own events, and eventually it grew with the 4 pillars of advocacy. Mommy Mundo has always been hinged on service, and we went from promoting pregnancy, active parenting, mom entrepreneurship, and breastfeeding. Hinged on these 4 pillars, we use different platforms. Of course, I started with print because I'm an old schooler, right? So I published my own magazines. Eventually, I had my own website, which was the first or maybe the second website on parenting in the Philippines. This was 20 years ago. And then we started doing events. And one of the biggest events now in the Philippines is called Expo Mom, which goes all over the country. We've reached 950,000 mothers since we started in 2003. And because of this journey that I've had, bringing this event all over the Philippines, meeting all these moms, I realized that things have changed so much. Even from products like this, where we used to sterilize bottles using, actually even people with a pot with water. Now you just have a UV sterilizer, you just pop things in there, even your remote control or even your watch, and it sterilizes anything. Now mothers have the option to have a water birth at home, which I will not do, but some do. And they even make their umbilical cord into dream catchers because these are the new ways of thinking, maybe from on old ways of thinking, but are now coming back. And since moms today are very visual because of Instagram, we have people like Laura Izumakawa who dresses up her baby in costumes. And she's super famous now on Instagram because maybe super cute. Actually, he's big already. So, iba na yung effect. Then we have products like lactation cookies, which replaced malunggay. Well, not really replaced, but it's another option, malunggay, which helps you make more breast milk because it's filled with galactose. tatagogs. And for the daddies or the guys, this is a cool product, the portable bidet. Now you don't have to wash your babies pushy. You have a bidet. So, with all those products that I see from the beginning to now, it's been 22 years as a mom. My eldest is there, Cody. And 20 years as an advocate. And now I believe that we should all learn to be a woke parent. And whether or not you're a parent yet, but eventually. Because times have changed. Okay, so before, when I was a new mom, people would say, moms should have it all. Like we should live all the roles to the max. And multitasking is the best skill you can ever have. But now, mothers actually own their motherhood. They are part of the You Do You campaign, and now moms know that they don't need to be perfect. All they need is to be happy because that's what their kids want. And it actually reflects on how she parents her children. Moms also are into meditation and mindfulness, and that's part of being woke, right? Oh, and I had to put this to catch the attention of the boys. So anyway, this is Maggie Wilson. She posted a picture of herself. She's one of the most beautiful women on Instagram, and when she posted this, the comment was, nanay ka pa naman, bakit ka ganyan mag-post? So everyone reacted to it and defended her. And actually, in 2 years, we've really lessened mom shaming on Instagram, and I think that was one of the things that happened online. And now we have moms who really own their motherhood. They're not afraid to be expressive. And now we have women like Jaya, who's fully tattooed and is a breastfeeding advocate. So now with woke parenting, these are the challenges. My daughter comes up to me and says, Mom, I want to go zero waste. And I have to tell all my friends to go zero waste. Otherwise, we're not going to live until we're 30 because of global warming. So what do I say if I'm not a woke parent? Or what if we have a kid who says, I want to be a YouTuber, like Ryan here, who earns $11 million a year unboxing toys, and he has his own line of toys. And that's how kids are. Like the parents come to me and say, he wants to be a YouTuber. And if you're a woke parent, you will say, that's good. Those are the jobs of the future. Or if we have a child who knows all the meanings of LGBTQIA+, which I just learned a month ago, because I only knew up to Q. What do you say to a child who says, oh mom, here's the Catholic Church again, trying to make being gay look bad? And what do you say to a child who is not very good in math and reading, but has all these skills that will prepare him or her for the jobs of the future that still don't exist as of now? These are schools of today which exist. And now, what if we raise children who are, instead of smart, we are kind? And I've seen that change in the ways that, even the events that we stage. We used to stage events that, oh, have a smart child. But now moms want to learn how to have a kind child, or a compassionate child. So, we want to stay woke, moms and dads, or moms and dads to be, because we are raising children of the future, and they are nothing like us, but if we do it well, we can make a better world. Thank you! Yay!
Wow. She didn't even break a sweat, guys. So, the trick here, speakers, is to breathe slowly, and just go through it. It's not like Pac-Man is chasing you, right? Just relax, okay? So,